we are not writing the positive things that are happening in our country. And these are things we need to do, especially as I'm talking to the media, because this is your field, and this is the field that you can be able to help this country to campaign, telling the rest of the world the positive things which are happening. And we are not doing it. We are good in telling bad things about our country. But the good things that are happening, nobody is talking about it. And I want to I want to start with you as the media people, that let us make campaign about the resources we are available in this country, the goodness of South Sudan, and from here we can go there. So the dissemination is really very important. There are so many media outlets and platforms that we can use. We have started in this ministry identifying a media platform, an outlet that can help us. We created a website for the Ministry of Investment. Also, we are creating a space in the Facebook. We are also working, we want to create a space in YouTube and the other social media platform. This is really very important for outreach. I know this generation, they are much connected with the social media, and whenever went to social media, automatically it will be, people will catch it quickly. We are also trying to revive the SSBC program that used to be called Investment Corner. It was there. We are talking to the SSBC in order for us to revive that corner, Investment Corner, which is a weekly, broadcasting program. Not to speak to us as a Ministry of Investment, but to talk to everybody who want to make investment, especially the private sector, to engage the private sector. Don't misjudge that when it is called Investment Corner, it is just only for the Minister of Investment or the staff of the investment to go and talk into the SSBC. No, we are doing it for the public, especially the private sector, so that we discuss the issues of the investment. We are almost there. We are talking to the SBC so that we resume this important program. The third program, which we believe is important, is a survey of the resources. We have been talking that we are a rich country. We have this and we have this and we have this, and we don't know quantity. We don't know the values. Maybe the rest from foreign countries, they know the ability of the resources in South Sudan, but what is the value of those resources? If you talk about the gold, what is the value of that gold that we have? If you talk about the oil, what is the volume, the exact volume of that oil? There is no survey, mapping, which has been done by this country, such that you know the resources. We have been talking about agricultural land, but as a country, we used to hear it from PAO, from others, but we want to do it ourselves and know exactly. We want to know our climate, such that we can be able, whenever we want to say we are going to sow a certain crop in this area, we are really very sure that that one can succeed. We want to know our soil also. These are things. We want to know our climate. These are things that we want to do them. It is not just only a natural resource which are underground, but anything about this country, we want to do it. Anything that facilitates the investment, and this we call investment atlas. We put it as one of the programs that we are going to do in this next 3 years. We must have to do it such that we can talk comfortably. That we have this. The fourth program is the investment conference. The conference, people are calling for investment conference, that you bring the investors and all these things. But we don't want to bring them, and we don't have, the mapping in our hand. We want to make a mapping of the resources, and then now we take that mapping to investment conference. Tell them that this is what we have in this country, and you are now free to choose, the area that you want to invest in it. So we are prioritizing investment conference, but we want to make sure that we do it after we have investment mapping. All these programs and activities, the cost, and let me talk finally. The fifth program is investment tower. Investment tower is a building which is going to accommodate the Ministry of Investment and investment-related activities, including conferences. We submitted into the cabinet, and it was also approved. If the environment for the investment is not conducive, then automatically you don't expect people in that institution to work. But also, what is more important is, the environment for the investors who are coming from very sophisticated countries. You cannot invite somebody who is coming from Europe, has an investor with a lot of money, in a tubul, or in a nearby environment where the situation is not favorable for the investors. So we thought of constructing this investment tower has a phase for the investment, our country, and people will take us serious if we have that tower, that environment, which actually conducive. They can take us serious, and they can say, no, yes, this is the country that we want to engage. These programs, the cost is not big. It was around 28 million US dollar. That is 9 billion South Sudanese for the next 3 years. Some of the projects, for example, recruitment, and amending some of the laws can take off now, and they may need funding to be financed. And some of them may go to third year, and we identified already some of the partners who are willing actually to help us to support this budget. The last part of this discussion is challenges and opportunities. And challenges are opportunity another way. If you manage that challenge, then it becomes an opportunity. So don't get surprised that they go together. One of them, actually, very big challenge, not only for South Sudan, but any country that need the investment and to attract the investors come to that country, the security is number one. So you don't think about the investment if there is no security. And this is a message for our young people. If they need a decent life, they need their life to be changed, let us stop trouble.